Well, son of a bitch, if you're not moving, I need you to politely remove your head from your ass and slap yourself in the face because we have been down here just rocking the hell out.
Man, yeah, I lost my headphones a couple of times.
You lost your mind about 30 years ago.
You got to have one to lose.
Metal Mike, can I reel you into the show yet again tonight?
You're not really.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'm already here.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Well, his beard is here
I'm
anyway.
here.
You can't tear me away from this.
I'm here. Hollow Point Lobotomy, about 3 minutes calling it. Now let's talk about Hollow Point Lobotomy for just a minute.
As if the name wasn't cool enough.
So
right?
the first track we get from them is a track called My Name. And me and you both watched the video together.
Very cool. Video.
Not only they got a really badass car in the beginning of the video, it's just straight fucking metal, right?
Yo.
But here's the thing. It's Kansas City homegrown, dude.
Man, and this dude's got a beard a mile long, man. How the hell does he
And
do
like
that?
biceps the size of goddamn
But
Hogan.
He's like the nicest guy. Like the first time I went to Aftershock,
brother.
this guy like walked up to me and introduced himself.
Yeah.
And like he's just a really down to earth kind of
Yeah,
guy.
and so Brian, I know for sure is going to be calling in. He's going to try to round up
I
some
want
other
to
guys.
visit the Sticky-icky studio.
Yeah, he wants us to, and we need to do that. We need to go to the Sticky-icky lab and do whatever they do in there, and then go for a
Sit
ride
in
in the
on a
hot rod.
recording session, that'd be sweet.
But the thing about Hollow Point Lobotomy is this: it's Kansas City homegrown, just straight in your face metal. There's no fuck your subgenre, as Malice Dexter says. There's no genre you can point on this.
That's going to come back later. Remember that.
I will, because here's the thing about it. And after the interview, we'll play a double shot of Hollow Point Lobotomy for you. We'll do My Name, the first one that we got, and then a brand new single that they just released called I'm Alive. And we'll. I don't think so.
Sweet.
And so we'll get to both of those, but we're gonna let Brian tell the story, man, and do his thing, man, and introduce Hollow Point Lobotomy. But the reason why it's so significant to have him on here is because, like you said, and what you just said is my big point. Not only are they in a band in Kansas City, but I promise you, every goddamn show that a band's playing at in Kansas City at any given night, you'll see Brian in Hollow Point Lobotomy there supporting.
He knew a lot about the scene up there. He
Dude,
really did.
he's in tune with it. And that's what it takes. You got guys up there that are doing it, man. Counterfeit, Hollow Point Lobotomy, From the Ashes, Moray. All of those Kansas City bands, dude, are like, they're like an underground syndicate.
Here we go.
Speaking of, here he is.
Sweet.
What the hell is up, my brother?
How you doing, boys?
Man, we are down here just talking really good about Hollow Point Lobotomy right now.
Oh yeah, I can hear it. I'm listening. I'm about to turn down the radio or turn down the speaker as soon as you turn me on.
So man, so we said they're going to be calling in, man, and here it is, man. As promised, Brian, Hollow Point Lobotomy, man. How the hell are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm living the dream.
You definitely are, man. You definitely are. So you guys have been kind of busy, man, really. You guys just released a new single, and dude, you know, you guys are playing shows, and we were just talking about how awesome it is that, you know, up in Kansas City, man, we're really talking about the Kansas City market tonight.
Yeah.
All of you guys up there stick together. Like, you're out supporting your friends, man, in bands, and you go and you support them, and you get up in the front row and you elbow people.
Causes.
And you,
I mean, like, there's always like something in the. It seems like all the shows that there's like it's a benefit for something to bring
anti-bullying.
Well, yeah, to
like
bring attention to a cause, and I think that's cool.
Suicide prevention.
Yeah, I'm really focused on charities, man. I like them a lot. I like getting behind causes that are bigger than just us. And then I heard you guys saying, you know, we support our peers, and I just don't think there's anything more important than that. I mean, we've got to buy tickets, we've got to go out and see live shows.
Yeah.
I mean, bands like Mechanize and Into Existence, Collapse, Orion Falls. I mean, I can just go on and on.
Burn the
Bobby,
Gates.
obviously.
I mean, just you
name
it.
Yeah, Burn the Gates is off the chain. I just love them. I mean, and that's the thing is, like, if we don't go out and support each other, how are we going to expect anyone else to come out and support us?
Right.
And that's what I love about the Kansas City. And you,
and he's humble too, man.
Dude. But here's the thing, like, the Kansas City music scene is exactly like Brian's describing it, man. It's truly is brothers in arms, man. And that's the greatest thing in the world is that there's no, you know, there might be some drama before or after a show, sometimes between the band members, but it stays there. It doesn't filter out into the crowd. They squash the shit behind the venue. They come out and they go and
honestly,
support the band that's playing.
Oh man, that's another thing you guys just brought up that's really cool. Like venues, man. The venues really help. I mean, venues like Aftershock in Merriam, Kansas, venues like Riot Room in Kansas City, Missouri.
Hell yeah.
Venues like the Scene in Independence. You know, these are the kind of places that give us a place to display our art to our peers and look and search out new fans to get our message across.
And you guys got a hell of a promotion group up there too, man, with Corey O'Mara and Stargazer and Outlaw Entertainment and all the people that are doing shit up there.
Stargazer, yeah.
I mean, you guys really, Kansas City's about ready to put it on the map. Anyway, enough about that shit. Let's talk about Hollow Point Lobotomy, man. Take me through, because I want to pick your brain for a minute, Brian. We've talked multiple times, and I want to pick your brain, man. Take me through the beginning of Hollow Point Lobotomy and how this whole concept came about into what we know now as Hollow Point Lobotomy, because you guys are fucking brutal, man.
Yeah,
okay, so check this out. We started, we've been on Sticky-icky Entertainment since 2004. So we've been a record label for a long time.
Hallelujah.
And then we have just, it's all about the passion and love for the music for us over here. And me and my first bandmate in this adventure is Andy, and you know, me and Andy partnered up because I had done rap music for years, and then I just gravitated to metal from the power of live performance, the noise, the sound, the brutalness of it. It just grabbed me. I just loved it. And then I was sitting there trying to find a band to do that with, and then I found out from some friends that Andy had been writing music for the last 10 years in his basement, just, you know, noodling around because he loved it. Well, I went over there one day and he played it, and I just did the best I could. He's like, man, I think we got something here. And then we started recording right there in his basement.
Sweet. And just like that shit happens, huh?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I find in life that anything that happens that's supposed to be happens swift, and it happens true.
That's absolutely, you couldn't be more, no more truer words have ever been said on this radio station.
You just had four guys in one room shaking their head.
And so when we first got together, we wrote like 2 or 3 songs just to kind of demo the style we were looking for. And then the hunt was on. You know, I had to find some extra bandmates for us to actually be a powerful deal. So we did a show or two. We reached out to a bunch of musicians, and then through just crazy circumstances, we ran into our bassist, which is Nick Lager, and he just fit in here like a hand to a glove. I mean, he shows up and, you know, he's like, okay, let's see what you guys are talking about. One practice in, he's like, I'm in, I'm down. What do I got to do? And then we locked in with Dirk Lindbergh. He's our drummer, and he actually drums in a brutal KC band named Mechanize.
Love and Mechanize.
Fuck yeah, they're like brothers to us. And so he come over and joined our team too, and the rest is just history. I mean, every track we do is brutal. It just keeps getting better and better. With support like you guys, it just keeps getting stronger, and I just love what we're doing. And the cool thing about our first 2 singles, these are the first 2 songs that we wrote as a group together from scratch. No extra outside input. Us 4 just made these, and that's why I really gravitated to putting them out first.
And to that point, man, I mean, you know, the first track that we got from you guys was My Name. Obviously, you know, we seen the video, we heard the track. The video is just badass, you know, not just because of the music, but you got a pretty badass car.
Thank you. That car is that's my pride and joy. You know, before obviously my family, but that car's name is Blucifer.
It's badass,
properly
dude.
named.
I know that passion because I got a '67 Chevelle sitting in my garage.
Woo!
So
it's
I know the passion.
Yeah, my best friend Keith Lim, and he's in racing and all these other things, and he helped me build that thing up. I mean, we searched that thing out, found it in Florida, brought it up here, took it to one of the best shops in town, Santa Fe out there in Independence, and they helped me build that car top to bottom. I mean, we've got a small block Chevy in it, 406. We've got a 6-speed Transit in it. We got a rebuilt 9-inch on the back. I mean, it's just amazing. But everything in that car is what you think it is when you see it in video.
I love how passionate you are about it.
I
Man.
knew you do, you know, but it's the same passion for the music. Have you caught
Yeah.
that? Brian's a passionate dude about shit that he loves.
Super cool, man.
I am.
I just wanted to say I really enjoy the hardcore punk influence in the music that you guys are making, man. I mean, like, you don't really hear that. You don't hear that in hardcore bands hardly anymore.
That's a good point, Metal Mike, because I did want to ask you about that, Brian. You know, because I kind of getting some of your musical background, like you said, you know, you were into rap music for a lot of years, and then you kind of gravitate toward metal because of the outlet that it gives you, right? So,
Correct.
There is a bit of punk feel in you
like
guys'
hardcore
music,
punk,
and
though,
but it's like brutal hardcore punk. Does that come from any one member of the band? I mean, is there anybody in the band individually that's like into punk music, or is it just a culmination?
Well, I've got Andy, our guitarist here, and Nick here with us tonight. I mean, they are, you know, they're much more instrumental driven in the song type. I pretty much put lyrics to it once they're done crafting it. So, I mean, do you guys want to take this question?
Come on, guys. Don't be afraid.
Don't be scared. It's the Redneck Metal Mafia.
Hell yeah.
So who's on the phone with us?
Who we got here?
Who's
I'm
with us?
not sure with the.
So the question was, the question was is like,
not the-
what separates you guys apart? And Metal Mike and I have talked about it with both the tracks that we've heard and some of the other stuff is like, we kind of, and I don't want to put that genre or that label on it, but there's just like that edgy feel to you guys' music that does resemble like old school pre-thrash hardcore punk. And I just didn't know if there was anybody in the band that's actually a fan of that music, or is that just the way? Is that just how brutal you guys are when it comes to writing, man?
Raw. It's raw.
I don't know. I think that's just what happens when we all get together and write. It's you know, not super technical like a lot of metal bands can get, but you know, it's just as heavy as can possibly be, and then there's some fast stuff here and there, but you know,
you don't necessarily have to be fast to be. You don't have to be fast to be heavy. I mean,
Yeah,
right,
I mean, you know,
exactly.
speed,
Look at bands like Black Tongue and
yeah.
like
Black Sabbath, for Christ's sake.
Hollow
I mean,
Point
you know,
Lobotomy.
absolutely.
you know?
You know, I just thought it was really cool that kind of, you know, somehow in the conversation, the punk, you know, some of the punk came up, and I was like, that's one thing that I wanted to ask you guys, because we have talked about that down here before.
I'm really picky
It's
about
like-
I'm really picky about my punk bands when I choose to like one. But I mean, like I like a lot of the old essentials. I mean, before the crossover. I mean, DRI was a punk band before they crossed over. You know, SOD.
But don't get it fucked up. We're not saying you guys are a punk band. I just, you know, when I hear some of that drive in the guitars and stuff, it reminds me of that I get that pre-thrash feel that just moves me, dude, and that's what it just captivates me into everything else.
Yeah, I really like that you're saying that, because I really like going after multiple sounds and try to cross genres with all our songs. I mean, from thrash to punk to heavy to hardcore. I mean, we really like to do it all.
Sweet.
And you guys do it well, my friend.
How did you come up with the
Thank
name?
you.
How'd you come up with the
about?
name? How did Hollow Point Lobotomy become a name?
So that's probably another good question for Andy. We were sitting in the car and we were kind of throwing a bunch of names around, and he spit it out, and I was like, "Yep."
Right.
I mean, it's badass, dude.
Right. I was just curious. It's a really good name. It's a really good name for the music that you deliver. I mean, like, I expect bands to live up to the moniker that that represents them, you know, and you guys definitely do that.
Heck yeah. And, you know, we like to think about it is that we're here to blow your mind. I mean, we want to put every song on the line, and we want to really leave people leaving our show saying, damn, I wasn't expecting that.
Right.
And it's just it's awesome, just like that video. So let's talk about the My Name video. Kind of the same impression for me, because this is the first time that I had been exposed to you guys when you guys sent this over to me. And I'm watching the video, and I'm actually with my wife, who's the brainchild of this whole operation. I'm just a voice. And I'm like, babe, you got to check this out. And she's like, so then the car comes up, and she goes, yeah, I know why you like it. And I'm like, yeah, but so what? But just listen to the music. So this car comes up, and it's in this old rail yard, and like, you guys are just rocking the fuck out. And there's a train behind you guys, like in the video. It's just badass, dude. It's like, you don't know what to expect at the beginning of the video, because all you see is like this empty rail yard or whatever it is, like an industrial park. And this car comes just hauling ass up, and then it stops. And these guys get out of it, and they're all mean and pissed off looking. And they go to their instruments, and dude, from the time they strike the first note until the time that song's over, you're like, holy shit, that just happened.
Right. It's a hollow, it's a hollow point lobotomy.
I can't say enough words right now to express my appreciation for those certain details you guys just outlined, because they were so important to us. I mean, and I have to give the video credit to Houston Ziza and his film team, because they are the ones that found the site. They're the ones that took the shots. They were the ones that directed us on how to do it, where to drive, where to park, where to stand. And, you know, it's cool that you said that was the first time you saw us, but that was the first time a lot of people saw us, because that was our debut song, our very first song on our very first EP. And we couldn't pick a better first song to put out, because it really outlines what we do and what we don't care about.
Now the next thing to be is going to be topping that one.
Yeah, that was my next question for you. So you put that out, and do you guys, when it comes to writing new stuff, and this newest track that we got, I'm Alive, is equally as badass. I mean, there's nothing bad coming out of the Hollow Point Lobotomy kitchen in the Sticky-icky lab. I promise you that. But
thank you.
My point is that when you guys sit down to write, do you guys find, is it a challenge to top what you just recorded and put out as a single? Because to me, the progression of you guys from My Name to I'm Alive is astronomical in just the way it's composed. So do you guys find it to be a challenge to, or do you even try? Do you guys even go into the mindset of in writing like, man, we got to keep up with the last record? Or you just do what comes natural?
No, that is exactly right. I mean, I would love to sit here and tell you it's effortless and it's no problem, and I put zero thought into it, but it would just be a plain lie. I mean, every single song we do, you know, it could be our last. So, I mean, that's why we just try to put it all on the line for every song concept that we have. And the cool thing about having a record label that supports us the way this one does is that we have the time to sit in here and really put our best foot forward on every single song, and not everything we make sees the light of day. You know?
Right.
And
I get it.
We try to be really selective on which ones we pick. But I can't thank you enough for the kind words about both those tracks, because they mean a lot to me.
Dude, the message in I'm Alive is just something that I support and I get behind, period. And you know,
let a motherfucker say something negative about that shit.
Just know that no matter what, the future holds for you guys, and we'll talk about that for a minute. 106.6 The Blast, the Redneck Metal Mafia, and Rock Assault Radio will and forever support you guys in anything that you guys do, man. You guys are family here.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Metal horns to the air, man. I appreciate that.
Middle fingers, whatever. We don't give a shit. Just something in the air.
Fuck yeah. Hey,
put that away, Big Will.
Can I talk about the message on I'm Alive real quick?
Abso-fucking-lutely, man. I'd love it if you did.
Okay, so this is the second single off our debut EP, and the something that I noticed when we played that live is it had a lot of power. And when I wrote the lyrics to the song, it was a big challenge, because the boys really gave me a powerful breakdown to write to, and a really busy chorus that was, to me, a complete switch from one part to the next. So it was a certain challenge. So when we did it, I wanted the message to really pack a punch, and there's just nothing more that packed a punch for me than suicide awareness. I mean, I've lost some of the closest friends I've ever had to that battle, and so we wanted to find our way to memorialize those people that we know and that we don't that could do it. One thing I do want to say is we wanted to really get behind pushing people with that battle to the right outlets to find professionals to help them. And they can do that at the suicide hotline, which is 1-800-273-TALK or 1-800-273-8255. I just want them to know that people are on standby, ready to help. They are not alone, and they are important. And that's what this song is to me. It's coming from a really dark time, and then and knowing how hard it can be, but still seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and how great life can be when you choose to stay here with us.
You are a man among men, bro.
And dude, and the greatest thing about what you just said is, and we'll play the track, and let everybody else feel that. But like I said, when I was emailing you guys back and forth, our interviews are a little bit different, man. Listen, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to say that I don't care about your musical influences and anything, but let's face it, I don't want to talk about Led Zeppelin and whatever other influences you guys have. I want to talk about Hollow Point Lobotomy and what you guys are doing. And so
nice.
with this, I challenge you guys to do something too, man. And let me make you familiar with something that this station is based on and what we do. And I'll email you guys back and forth with the whole story on it. But after we're done with the show or whatever, go to 106realrockradio.com. Scroll down and click on the stand-up movement that we've created. It's a worldwide outreach for bullying victims, suicide prevention, addiction, whatever. We have resources all across the world of people. We've got a team of mentors that respond to these emails. And it's guys with guys, girls with girls. It's not Chuck Willery's dating service, but people can email, and it's not a personal connection because you could just get shit off your chest, and somebody that's been through it will respond to that email, man, and help you out. And so it's really cool. But go and read the story, man, and how it came about. And it's dubbed Nathan's Promise. We lost a good friend of the station. They lost their son, 16-year-old son, to suicide for bullying. And they reached out to us when we started and asked if we would do this in honor of Nathan. And so we said, absolutely. So definitely check that out, man, and use that because you guys promote this message and let people know, man, that if worse comes to worse, man, everybody's on their goddamn phone all the time anyway. All you got to do is email that, man. Just click that email tab and somebody will get right with you, man. It will not go unnoticed.
I'm so glad you gave me that information. I'm definitely going to put that on our campaigns while we push this song.
Definitely, man, because whatever we can do to help, man, whatever I can do to help save somebody, brother, I'm in. That's what we got to use our voice for now, man.
We wouldn't be the Redneck Metal Mafia without these people.
And another corporation or hashtag that we really get behind is hashtag Constantly Positive. It's the same kind of deal. It's just a group of people trying to keep everybody going, man. I mean, I'm over here taken away and speechless by that movement that you just mentioned to me because, I mean, bullying. I just cannot stand that. I always have been the type to stick up for the underdog, and I love that you guys are doing that.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just what we have to do, and because it's no secret, I mean, I tell people, I'm almost 8 years in recovery from my addictions. You know what I'm saying? So my life has been at rock bottom and now, coming full circle. And so, man, if I can help people, brother, that's what I'm all about, man. It's just really, truly supporting. I look at the world as a mosh pit, brother. And if somebody goes down in a pit, you pick them up. You know what I'm saying? It's just what we do. And so,
damn right.
That's just kind of where we at.
Congratulations on the 8 years. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's awesome, man.
That's a long goddamn time without a cold beer for an old redneck son of a bitch like this, huh, Brian?
My God.
Believe it or not, this guy knows how to have a good time without it. He didn't need it in the first place.
I'm still the life of the party. Whatever. It's just what it is. But so let's talk about the present for Hollow Point Lobotomy real quick, man. I know we're running a long time, but I really wanted you guys to connect with the listeners, and I wanted to get the message out of what you guys are really about because I feel like it's going to transfer into a lot of listens, and my email box is already blowing up. People want to hear it. So
I love it.
We'll get to that. And you think about right now, man, 65 countries are listening right now.
Nice.
So Hollow Point Lobotomy is getting out there by way of the blast, and hopefully we're helping promote you guys in a way that you guys can notice, you know what I mean, and really be there. But we definitely support you guys.
I appreciate it. And we support you too. I mean, we try to share as much as we can. We try to push you guys as much as possible.
Dude, and again, you guys are on that shit, and I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
You know what you guys should do? You guys should, at the end of the show.
Welcome at the Sticky-icky studio, always.
At the end of the show, I want you all to get up on stage and give us all the finger.
Yeah, take a
All right,
picture.
take a
Take a
picture.
picture of yourself flipping us off and post it to the blast page, dude. That's how metalheads say hi.
It's kind of a thing.
Okay, will do. Will do.
It's
So-
kind of
so-
our Vulcan death pinch, man.
So let's talk about the present for Hollow Point Lobotomy, man. What do you guys got going on in the immediate future as far as anything, man? Releases, shows, whatever, man. Now's your chance to pimp yourself.
Okay, awesome. Well, we've got the next show we got right now is at Aftershock. It's a KC Winterfest. We're sharing the stage with Into Existence, Collapse, and Orion Falls. We've also got another show I really want to talk about that Sticky-icky's doing. It's a benefit for ALS. It's at the Riot Room on 1/27/2019. It's called Party for Bakari. It's a friend of ours that is losing his battle to ALS. So, again, we just try to get behind causes that hit home for us. One of the main things that we're really focused on right now is production. We owe another album by spring, and so we're in the works right now for, we have 1 recorded and 4 to put down. And we're already planning our next video shoot that we're going to check the site on Monday.
So you guys are busy as shit in the immediate future.
Oh, yeah, constantly. I mean, if we're not producing, we're getting ready for a show. If we're not getting ready for a show or producing, we'd better be opening presents with the family.
We're working on the hot rod and right. We're working on the hot rod and writing heavy metal. You leave us the hell alone.
Right, yeah, we're just busy right now.
So tell me, so I want you guys to, so now that it's official, man, and it has been since the beginning, but it's official now publicly, you guys are family. So any show or anything band related, feel free to post it on the blast page, man, so we can get it out too, because we got listeners everywhere. And this show that's coming up at the Riot Room, man, this benefit deal for your buddy, get me some information on that. I want to get behind that with you, man, and we'll definitely make it out to that one and
Awesome.
support you guys and do whatever we can to help you along with that movement.
Awesome. And hey, while I got you, can I send you some merch packs? I'm going to send you about 4 or 5 of them so you can give them to listeners, maybe for a show or a giveaway or something that you can do to help both of us just kind of promote.
Hell yes, you can. I'll email you my address, man, and send whatever, brother.
Awesome. Yeah, do that, and then I'll get that in the mail next week.
Cool. And and when I see you guys, I'll see you guys in January for sure at this show. I'll bring you guys some blast shirts, man.
Awesome. I love it. And
Cool,
then
cool.
we'll rock them. One of us can wear it while we're on stage, and then I'll make sure we get pictures up online for it.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome, man. I appreciate the support, man. And this is what it's all about for me. The Redneck Metal Mafia is all about this, man. It's all about support. We're a group of people that is labeled the underdogs, but the underground shit that we're doing that's positive, man, one day is gonna it's gonna come up. And with all the political bullshit going on in the world, man, the age of the independent artists is right now. You got guys like Hollow Point Lobotomy, Collapse, and Orion Falls, and every other damn independent band. I mean, we've got over 800 in our regular rotation, man. I mean, so
Oh my gosh.
dude, we're supporting independent bands from all across the globe. You guys' track is getting played my name's getting played about 33 times every 72 hours. So it's getting out there. We do more than just take your shit and play it once or twice and forget about it. We're going to show up to shows. We're going to shake your hand. We're going to take pictures with you. We're going to share your shit. And we're going to be a family, goddammit, because that's what it's all about.
I fucking love that.
You guys are the shit.
Grandpa Will.
Shut up. Yeah. So, man, let's
Papa Will here.
let's get to some music, man. The first track that I'm going to play is my name, and then I'm going to go right into I'm Alive. But I want you guys to introduce this shit, man, because I want people to feel the passion before I hit play. Ready? Go.
All right. Here we go. Yeah, this first one's called My Name. You'll hear me say a few things like, I don't care about the money, and I don't care about the fame. The only thing I give a fuck about is that you know my name. I don't care about trivial bullshit. This song is to show you that.
That's my entrance music right there. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to some Hollow Point Lobotomy. Metal Mike, I'm thirsty. You know what that means around here? A goddamn double shot. We're going to do a double shot of Hollow Point Lobotomy right now. I'm talking about light your speakers on fire, Redneck Metal Mafia. Get behind my brothers. We will talk to you guys very fucking soon, man. Thank you guys for taking the time to do this with us.
Yeah, man, you guys are
Thank
awesome.
you so much.
You guys do the same
we're ready
thing.
next time.
Crank this shit up and rock out.
Woo!
Hey, we'll talk to you later, man.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Dude, that was awesome. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to rock. Let's go.